What's up, YouTube? It is a few days before I head out to Australia and I have a lot of shit to do, as usual, leaving everything to the last minute. But this morning I had to say goodbye to Courtney. It was a sad day. She's been here for like 3 weeks, I think it's almost been, since I'm flying out to Australia. She had to get back home and do some shit as well, obviously. So it was a sad goodbye of that. I have a lot of stuff I have to get done. I gotta pack, get a haircut, probably trim my beard. I gotta clean up my apartment. There's a bunch of stuff I gotta get before going to Australia. I have a doctor's appointment as well, which I actually have today. So we all know that means that I got to pee in a bucket for 24 hours. Last week, about a week ago, I did that. So this is going over those test results to see if my body's kind of holding up and whatnot. So mini update on that. I've been off my shitty prednisone meds. I've been off them completely for about 3 weeks. And I definitely feel a lot better as such. I've been eating a little bit more. Training's been a lot better, to be honest. If you see some of my like deadlifts and whatnot in previous videos, you can kind of tell that, obviously. Been putting on a little bit of weight, but this is kind of like the final appointment with my doctor after being off the meds for a few weeks and whatnot to see if my body's holding up. So if everything is good today, that means after this, it's time to actually start focusing on my off-season training and really kind of get into the swing of things. Because I've been kind of lazy lately and just kind of effing the dog, as you would say. So really hoping that everything is good to go. Obviously, other than that, got to pick up a lot of stuff, train, and I'm debating just like not sleeping for like 3 days, just because I'm bad at sleeping on planes sometimes. And I'm really terrified for this 15-hour flight to Australia. Because when I flew 7 hours to Birmingham last time, it was like, that was killer. 5 hours to LA is like, that kills me too. So 15 hours after a 6-hour flight already, I'm scared. So I might just deprive myself of sleep so I pass the F out on the plane. We'll see. With just heading out the door, when I got a nice package, got 2 new watches. This one's a much more like thicker, rugged gray one. And this is one I've wanted for a while. A very thin, if that will focus, a very thin, classic like gold and brown white face watch. That's the kind of thing you wear with like a blue suit going out, being all fancy, you know? Got a watch for every occasion. But whenever I'm being casual, I always just rock the camo movement watch. I even got one of these, very similar to that look, for my dad for Christmas, and he loves it because they're just like that OG watch, white face, brown strap, gold face around it. I mean gold cover around the white face, whatever it's called. Very classic, love it. But I'll put the link below for movement. If you guys want to grab a watch, you can use my code CBUM and you get $15 off an order, I believe. So check it out if you want. If not, don't bother. But I have to head out because I'm going to be late for my doctor's appointment. Holy shit, it is cold. I'm still too cheap or too lazy to walk into the office and buy a second underground parking. It's $150 a month, so I've been reluctant in parking on the street. And I'm not parking my Challenger on the street because the whole point is storing it for the winter. But it is minus 17 degrees today with the wind chill. For those in Fahrenheit, I don't know what the hell that means. You can do the conversion, but it is very cold. 0 is freezing, it's minus 17 right now with the wind chill, and I think I need to go buy an underground parking spot, because this isn't worth it. Okay, so just got back from the doctor's, and pretty good news, I would say. Very good news, I guess you could say. Essentially, he said after the test we had done, the majority of all my kidney functions are completely back to normal, but there is still a little bit of protein left in my urine, he said, in the 24-hour collection. But what he said was that that's probably going to be something I'm going to have for the rest of my life. It'll go up, it'll go down, but I'll probably always have a little bit, just due to the scarring from getting sick this time and from like 5 years ago when I got sick the first time. It just kind of leaves a scarring on your kidneys and they don't function 100% properly. So now it's just kind of maintaining a more healthier lifestyle, not putting too much stress on them, etc., etc. But they're essentially back to normal right now. And I have another follow-up with him in 4 months where we do the exact same thing. So I think that's in May. So at least the doctor's appointments now are being spread out because stuff is kind of staying consistently good. So I was consistently getting better. Now I'm pretty much back to normal. And yeah, so that's good news. I was a little bit worried going in there because I haven't been on the meds for a few weeks. I finally came off them, and if my body had kind of bounced back from coming off the meds, then that would mean I'd have to go back on, and or they're not working, whatever, my body just wouldn't be working properly. So definitely good news. This means I can ease back even more into finally trying to get juicy again, get into a proper off season, because I really haven't been doing much, to be completely honest. So things are going to be full swing, full gear when I get back from Australia, which is on the 22nd, I believe. So I get back on like the 22nd, and I actually have a tattoo appointment on the 23rd. So I guess we'll start on the 24th. That's when we're going to get back into it. Beginning of January, around my birthday, when I'm getting old, we're going to get back to it. Going to get juicy. I'm really excited. I'm going to try and document a lot of this off season and a lot of the prep coming up in prep for this year's Olympia. But I'm going to try and show you guys what I'm doing, different training techniques, what I'm eating, how I'm trying to put my size back on, kind of trying to, once I put that size on, maintain like a lean bulking look, I guess you could say. But yeah, so I'm very excited to kind of get back in the full swing of training and eating a lot of food, because I'm skinny and it's time to get huge. And it's back day. Post-workout meal. I think I stole this from Matt Jansen, where he was making it with the specific ingredients and whatnot. I saw a few other people doing it, and then my mother gave me some ingredients to add to it too, even though there are only 3 ingredients. But I am making a quesadilla with this right here, the brown rice tortillas. So these are made out of brown rice, so gluten-free and all that good stuff. Even though I've been eating a bit of gluten lately, these are still a little better alternative. And with using cheese, my mom randomly gave me this Go Veggie lactose-free vegan cheese when I left her house the other day. I've said it before, I'd never leave my mom's house empty-handed. She always gives me some kind of food or something, so God bless her, because this cheese is actually very good. And it doesn't make me poop myself because there's no dairy. So to start it off, I put one of these tortillas on the plate, and I put the cheese on it, and then I put this in the microwave to start. for like 30 seconds. That's just to get the cheese like melting and whatnot. So because this cheese isn't real cheese, it takes a lot longer to melt. So I do that and then I throw it on the pan here. I've also been using this avocado spray, which is pretty clutch, instead of using like canola oil or some shit. Put that on the pan and then wait for this to heat up. And in the midst of it all, I added 150 grams of chicken. I ran out of chicken, so I added ground turkey to that. Ghetto lifestyle. This is already done. So when this is done, I take it out and I throw that on the pan, and I'm gonna cut the chicken up into tiny little pieces. So once I have the chicken kind of cut up all small, I throw this on the pan and I just throw the chicken on. I've done this before too, mixing half of it with steak and half of it with chicken, and it was actually very good. It's quite a lot of meat to squeeze in here, but I mean, I'm trying to get juicy, so that's how it is, you know. Probably gonna, when I start eating more meat, I'm probably gonna start making 2 of these too, because this is getting a little tight. Now I'm gonna be completely honest and say that I haven't made this yet, but Courtney's been making it for me since she's been down here, and it was her idea to put the cheese in to melt it first. But that's as far as I watched her make it. And now at this point, the cheese is all under the meat, so it's not gonna connect to the next side of the tortilla. So this is what happens when you let your girlfriend cook for you and you don't pay attention to how she does it. She leaves and you're completely lost. So you guys can learn from my mistakes here and put the cheese half on one side of the meat, half on the other, because that's what acts as the glue of keeping the tortillas together. And I'm about to try and flip this motherfucker, and it is not gonna stay together. I also sprayed some avocado oil on top of the second tortilla, so when it flips over, it doesn't get burnt on the pan. But I'm gonna try to flip it, so wish me luck. Wow, that was bad. Let me just stuff that back in there. I only lost like half the meat when I flipped it over, so I'd consider it a job well done. Okay, so I tried to get all fancy and do the multi-plate flip, is what I call that move, and failed a little bit, lost a little bit of chicken, but overall I think it was a success. The entire tortilla did not fall apart, the entire quesadilla, sorry, now that it is a finished product. But this is what the final product looks like. I started cutting it up into 8s, but it was too hard, so I just left these 2 pieces big and these pieces little. And of course, the most important part to all of this, no sugar added ketchup. I just squirt this on the plate and I dip it in, and I can't even explain how good this meal is. So I'll just let you watch me eat it. Always swallow before talking. Okay, that's the end of this video. Clearly, I don't have much idea of what to do right now. I'm not training very hard. My life's been a little bit sporadic, but finally, I kind of feel like things are about to fall into place when I come back from Australia and just kind of get settled. I'm ready to start this off season for real this time. Actually get huge again, get strong again, make some better videos for you guys. So if you guys have anything you want to see or whatever, please comment below what video ideas or anything I can do. And yeah, until next time.